I'll show mine.
I think, yeah.
This one I picked out simply because it's my brand. If you even just close this one in a little bit, that's literally me. Unironically me. So I want to at least have a piece of it.
Okay, give us like your impression. What are you feeling? So, I see you two winning this one.
Awkward for him now because the wave is pushing away from him.
Yeah, and he missed out on experience, I believe, on that last minion. That's kind of crazy.
He's just getting full zoned, and Knight is...
And there is vision here as well, so Knight might just be able to solo kill him. The Raptors getting involved.
Played, he's super comfortable, and BLG...
Oh, dear.
They are looking good, and Clear is not going to be happy about this, TD.
Yeah, the turtle port coming on in, and he had to watch that one very, very slowly. Clear does get his shield and flashes away.
If Shun stays, Clear is screwed, and he stayed. So he's flipping it. This is the top lane nightmare. When the wave is both on you, you top lane hit 1,000 there. Knight's gonna kill him again.
That's a solo kill under an inner turret there, Azale. Let's see where the Knight can get. No, he's not going to be able to get out.
Tough for a jungler when both your solo laners are getting solo killed very early on in the game. And Clear's gonna try to TP out.
Yep, and he is going to be able to make it out from BLG as they will go one up in the series. Looks like the big Raptor will go over to Raptor this time. As wow, anything you can do, I can do better, says Vikla, as he's immediately put into the bubble. The Molten Shield working out quite nicely, and Shun flashes away to keep himself alive, and there is first blood over tonight. Plates are just evaporating from this inner turret, and Vikla survives with just barely any health. I think he deserves that one after dying 3 times in a row in the early game. It's Trish under rush. He's dead.
He has to get to all these items. He's
getting
so
to all the
accelerated.
items.
As we're going to watch this one more time. I'm not sure what's going on, so...
No, on is going out. That's what happened. This is the new version of
I'm just hearing Ezreal's ult.
Zelf has been, makes his way forward. There is the tidal wave as Raptor is out of there. My goodness, the damage is ridiculous, but On is going to get taken down. Raptor, sorry, Diablo getting excited. Shun in so much trouble. Look at this guy, he's just firing from everywhere on the map. A triple already. The young 80 carry, there's a quadra, making a penta for Diablo here at First Stand 2026. But it is Diablo finishing it off and B&K. I'd be very frightened for B&K's chances.
And this is a big change for... Oh, gosh. That's not good.
Vikla may start his dying a little bit early this time around. Wants to get it out of the way. And there is another first blood for Knight. We're looking a little worse for wear. There's the flash forward. They want to just try and kill him before this one even happens. The flash out of the way is now Viper able to be taken down here by Diablo. Avoids the turret. It is going to be a 1-for-1. But Diablo, I think, pretty happy with picking up the first one here for B&K.
No kidding. I mean, Viper has... I'm just going to say he's played horribly in these first 2 games, and now in the third as well. It feels like some pretty big mistakes. I mean, you think back to... Ana's going to die.
Yeah, he's a Yumi. He doesn't barrier. Yeah, his barrier's already there. He canceled the auto attack, so that's not great, so he's dead.
They're down on that bot side as well.
Oh, Arrow connects from downtown! Paranoia comes through once again, it's clear. He can't take the turret for much longer than that.
Not been perfect by any means. They're going to look for a dive.
Yeah, he may just be dead as the riposte does come on through, but it's not going to do anything at all. However, he has the ulti down. That is so many stacks, and that's a flash needed from Knight to get himself out of the fight. And Shun's going to be taken out. The revenge of Vikla has happened. And now Knight is going to have to try and get himself out of the enemy jungle.
Might be time to check your clocks because it's looking like it's the year of Vikla.
I'm looking at my calendar. We had a little bit of a moment at the beginning of the day, but it was just the wrong timing. 26.
What a way to do it, man.
The name of it just isn't really... It doesn't really tell me Ghoulie Wall
the
things.
Cage. I don't know what it is.
Well, there's a pillar, and Ben is in a really uncomfortable position now. That pillar placement was amazing as he flashes out of the ring of ghouls. And Ben is now just going to have to try and get himself out of here. Teleports.
Flash into the cage. Like you should be able to get out, but we'll see if Vikla...
Yeah, Vikla is going to channel the taunt here. Does taunt up the tree, but is now running the wrong direction. So I think it might be another First Blood scenario. This time going... Oh, never mind. Okay, Justice Punch. Vikla is wandering.
Don't speak too soon.
He's wandering. Oh no, the sapling. Run! Run, Galio! Is it going to hit? It does. He's slowed down, and there is the twisted advance.
You just started to think, oh my god, are they actually going to win the fight here? Vikla going back in on, but you got no one around you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. As Clear is going to show up, but he's back into Mini now as he turns up. And Viper another kill. 2-1 and 2 now on the
Down a tower here, so nearly 4,000 is the gold lead now.
Well, now Knight is going to have to deal with this pillar. Let's see whether he's going to be able to keep himself alive. And they... Ouch. All right, yeah. That's a lot of damage out of Viper as Kellen throws out the hostile takeover. Vikla trying to look menacing. That may keep his bottom lane alive, but maybe not for long as they do manage to avoid the Nature's Grasp. And we go the distance here as the Nexus will go down.
We're already seeing the fan signs
I
up.
love it, honestly. They were believing right from the get-go here at Gen 5. I don't know.
Good sidestep.
Yeah, avoiding that Peacemaker was kind of crazy. As there is a flash on forward as Diablo with the barriers trying to keep himself alive, lit on fire as they realize that they've just got to go all in if they're going to win this. But there's first blood. Diablo saves Vikla. He's not going to get first blood in 5 in a row. Let's go. But that is going to be very, very important. Is Q going to connect there on to on? There's the bubble as well. Steadfast presence is pretty good. The Battlestar goes wide though, and now Diablo doing his best to keep the damage up. There's the knock-up, but the follow-up just isn't there. On still ticking. One last one not going to be enough as Knight is able to take down Raptor.
Leave this lane.
Yeah, Kellen is going to turn up and at least try to protect clear for the moment, but the grand entrance is avoided. He flashes in. Bin is going to die, and that was probably a mistake. But I do like the vibe, you know, the idea of gusto. Yeah, Kellen's now really dead. On's going to be able to lock down that. It was a long one. They made sure that BLG fought for it, but it will be the LPL first seeds taking the first series.
Oh
my God! There it is.
Over.
Against the VCS, G2 was actually 2-4, even though the LEC overall was 21-10. They lost 4 games to either the Fengvu or the Saigon Buffalo. And then last year at MSI, they were 3-2 against GAM. So adding that up, the 2-4 and the 4-3, 6-7, about...
I hate you. I actually hate this man.
And the question is, have they gotten better? I mean, that's going to be the main priority of what.
It's 3-1. Ox and Raz, how are you feeling this is going to play out?
I mean, one.
Vedius, you talked to me yesterday before this series about how
is, and in terms of itemizations, it's not that significant. Oh, hang on a minute.
D-Ray does find himself in range of the buy ulti, but BA's trying to protect him. Skewmon ends up picking up the kill, and BA might be number 2. G2 brought more men to the party, and BA falls to the charm. Caps is on a rampage, and G2 is up 2,000 gold. Pizto tries to get something back. He goes in for the EQ engage. Cataclysm to follow it off. That was a little bit audacious coming out from the Secret Whales jungler, but LeBron has to flash away because the magical journey was misplaced. Now Skewmon taking a ton of damage from Eddie. His toe's very low. Hunt Sama wants to get the kill. Eddie's underneath the enemy turret. He misses the rocket. Team Secret Whales, what are you doing? Caps will march straight in. This game felt like theirs the whole way through. They were constantly finding opportunities, constantly counterpunching what Secret Whales brought. Ready to rock and roll, and I'm ready for this game too.
Yeah, and remember last game we talked a little bit about how Team Secret looking to be the successors of CFO, right? Yep. We talked about how for this team it's a lot of kind of responsibility falls on their shoulders. I'm about to enter a pun.
Yeah, it's a level 1 battle to the death here between the top laners as Broken Blade flashes away and pun! Hard to rely on it for a kill through a potion, even if that potion's healing is reduced. Beautifully done from Pun to secure that kill there in the solo lane.
Well, it's a kill.
Caps might just get solo killed by D-Ray, and he lives! He lives with had to have been single-digit HP. Team Secret Whales, 2 minutes into the game, have secured double solo kills. All right, D-Ray, that was a greedy as hell. Potentially being too aggressive. Grubs are going to spawn here in about 10 seconds as Caps finds himself trying to use the taunt to get away here, but a beautiful arrow coming in from Hans, and now what could have been a good play, all of a sudden turns around. Skewmon picks up the kill on the enemy mid laner. Yes, his toe gets one back, but he's gonna die here too. G2 get a 2 for 1, and the enemy jungler, oh my, he has to die. There's no way he gets away here. I refuse to believe it. I absolutely refuse to believe it. There is no way in the world he gets away.
He's getting away. He's going to execute.
There's no way.
He's going to execute.
There's the timer.
That's enough time. That's enough. He's done it.
He's called the pack a little bit. No shot.
Where are we starting this replay? Bot lane. Okie dokie. LeBron follows Eddie all the way to his tier 2. He knows that he's on vision. Oh no, he fucked up.
Lebrov is your target here at the start. Pun is already Ragnarok. He wants to go in after Han Sama, but they're just going to burst the Olaf down. Bullet time flying in over the top, but it's not hitting anybody of major value. Lebrov with the flash back over the wall. His toe's unstoppable. D-Ray tries to get away, but the Akali is getting focused. Skewmon and Broken Blade looking for something, but Hans is already down. Skewmon running out of World Ender, as his toe also has to be careful. You can't lose your jungler here. You've got to make sure you maintain dragon control. Meanwhile, keep your eyes on D-Ray. He's going back to the base, but he has the Unleashed TP ready to rejoin. Eddie with the flash for the kill onto Skewmon. G2 is dying again. Remount comes in from Broken Blade, but he can't hit Eddie here with the bear trap on the rope. The damage comes through. Eddie lives. Team Secret Wales out of the picture. The Nexus exposed. Eddie just trying to get back to the safety of the fountain, but it will not matter. G2 go up 2-0. Into Jax, where you're saying, yes, I'm going to destroy him in the 1v1 and win the lane, and especially not if Pun goes in like this. Flash from both top laners. Broken Blade trying to stay alive for now. Pun continues the chase. Leap strike with the impound. E-Ray denies it. Vedius in game number 2. No. We saw it start like this, and game number 3 is going to be the same way. His toe in the top lane. They give the kill over to Pun. So the counter-strike couldn't stun both of them. Meanwhile, Caps uses the shovel to knock D-Ray back into the turret, but then he steals it away and shuffles Caps backwards. But here's Stand United. This is what I was talking about, Betty. Health stacking, and we'll see if Team Secret Wales can continue trying to find angles to play aggressively. BA misses the play there onto Lebrov, as D-Ray tries to join him here, but he misses the abduct. There's the death sentence also going wide. Team Secret Wales really wanting to commit to this. Skewmon using the subjugate to try to stay alive, but can the drain keep him going? No, D-Ray takes the kill, but now BA's in trouble as Han Sama and Lebrov looking for a little bit more damage onto him, but Eddie shows up here into the fight now as D-Ray has to get away from Caps. Flash over the wall from BA, Han's ready to follow. BA wants to try to kill him in the thresh, takes him out as D-Ray gets the kill to Caps. Now he's gonna find another on Lebrov. For Team Secret Wales, D-Ray stealing away the Azir ulti to try to buy enough time to get himself out of this one. Skewmon, though, already has him subjugated. D-Ray is on the run. This is going to be a big shutdown if G2 can secure it. Boy. He is running away real quick. Skewmon does not have any ranged damage. However, he could still throw out a pillar. D-Ray just wants to execute. Abscond over the wall.
He's gone, mate.
Skewmon is trying to chase him. D-Ray's still on the run.
Run.
He's just trying to... Is he going to actually try to escape? There's no way he tries. He wants to potentially turn it around. This is crazy mode. Flashes over the wall, but Skewmon just walks through the... Talking about our AD carries. Remember, we'll be looking at them more and more as the clock ticks forward, considering these are hyper carries. But we have what could be a dive here as his toe... Okay. His toe should have gave somebody else the keys. He spawns. And remember back to game number 1, where G2 were completely dominant. They secured the Baron 21 minutes into the game. Both top laners really committing once again for those damage bars like we were talking about. Pun hits the counter strike. A little bit more damage. You might kill him. No, Broken Blade!
From Pun, the timing for Broken Blade. And look at how frustrated.
At least Caps is removed by Eddie, but now G2 are onto the Nexus. The respawns coming in from the Whales will not matter. G2 trying to get a couple of extra kills on the way out, but they'll clean.
Let's hear the question.
I want to ask you, what do you think about the Brazilian energy? Everyone here is watching for you.
Do you have a question for Shun?
Yeah, I have one question
Yeah?
for Shun. I want to ask you, what do you feel about the Brazilian energy?